Russ. Hey, I'm back out on the road again. So what am I riding now? I am riding the Magicycle Cruiser. Yeah, the Magicycle Cruiser. I'm trying to adjust my mirrors here. I need to really actually lock that in place better. Oh well. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So the Magicycle Cruiser, as you might know, we added a suspension seat post on it, and I have the giddy up saddle on it as well. Now, I mentioned before that it was kind of like rocking around a little bit too much because that giddy up saddle doesn't really support on the wings. It's just there for the comfort, but I think it was actually helping the saddle slide around a little bit on the seat post because it has that sleeve to allow the smaller seat post to fit inside the bigger seat post. Is that, I don't know, what would you call that? The receptacle. I don't know what you want to call that thing. So I tightened it down really tight this time, hoping that this will help solve the problem a little bit. Others have said sand down the thing a little bit so that so it's a little rougher and then it'll grip better. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We're playing with it. And but yeah, it's pretty cushy. That's for sure. I'm like, you know, if I go over a bump, I don't feel it as a hard bump anymore. It just kind of feels like a little bounce. You know, the thing is, when I say it bounces, I'm not saying it's bouncing all over the place. Some people think, you know, I'm just like bouncing all over, but no, it's just it absorbs some of the shock. Now, I've been requested to take this and put it on the deer. I haven't done that yet, but I probably will eventually, just to see how that goes. Haven't taken the deer out in a while. I've been riding other bikes, trying to put in some mileage on the other bikes and get those batteries up and running for the season. So yeah, eventually we'll put the deer back in use. But for now, it's the Cruiser. So where am I going? You know, this is the third time out for today. I mean, it's not for you guys, but you know, it'll be probably a third video or something. Unless I don't post the other video, then it'll be your second video. But I had to flick off a hitchhiker. Yeah, I get bugs. Sometimes bugs just kind of attach themselves to me, and then I gotta flick them off. They want to get a free ride. Yeah, well, they don't get a free ride on my arm. I flick them off. So temperature is getting hotter out here. What is the temperature right now? Let's check the phone here. Does not want to recognize my thumbprint there. 80 degrees out. Yeah, well, we wanted good warm weather and now we're getting it. It's gonna be low 90s today. Now when I first went out this morning, it was about, I don't know, 67, 68. Yeah, it's already 81 degrees now. Yep, back out on the Cruiser, getting hit in the face by bugs. This is actually kind of common. Yeah, if you don't like getting hit in the face by bugs, you need a full face shield. But I don't know. The thing is with the full face shield, then I don't get any wind hitting me in the face at all, and I kind of like the wind hitting me. Cools me down a little bit. there's the bike rider here, so I'm going to slow down and see what she's going to do. She's not coming across, so we're going to keep going. If she was crossing, I would let her cross through, but I wasn't sure what she was going to do. So where are we heading? I have no idea. I seem to do that a lot. Is I'll just jump on the bike and say, let's just go. Then I start thinking about it and go, where are we going? I don't know. I mean, we still take the same basic paths to get out of the area, of course. So we see a lot of streets that we're familiar with all the time. But beyond that, I don't know where we're going. All right, let's increase our pedal assist. Now, I have 9 levels of pedal assist set up for this bike. People may think that's a little much, but I like the in-between pedal assist levels. Like if I don't want to go too fast, I have at least, you know, less of it with 1, 2, and 3 and like. Well, maybe we'll head into Arlington Heights again. Why don't we do that? Let's do that. I did not bring a second battery. I just have the standard Magicycle battery with me. So I believe this is what, 15 amp hours? So we can't go too far. I didn't strap on the second battery. But I kind of figured I'd already been out twice already today. I'm not going to go too long. I just want to be able to get out and do some stuff. I mean, I feel like if I don't get out, I'm stuck inside the house for the rest of the day. And I don't want to do that. I want to be able to at least get out. But, you know, when it's like 90 plus degrees, I don't enjoy that either. Sorry about my arm going across the camera there. Yeah, the bugs really bug me. I gotta get a drink. I am really drying out because it's been, like I said, twice already. Spilling water. Hopefully I didn't spill it on the camera. Let's take a look at the camera. No, it looks good. Sorry if I flipped it up on there for you. There's no only way I could see the lens. Okay, let's take a right. Yeah, somebody mentioned to me that he believed that something fell off of my Euphree bike when I was riding the other day. You know, I looked at that thing and I couldn't see anything that fell off. So he says he knows for a fact that something did go flying. So if it did, it would have to be a bolt or something because there's nothing missing off the bike that I can notice. Unless there's something that was attached and I didn't notice that, but no, everything's still there. Keys are there, everything's still there. Oh, somebody asked me too about the keys. He says, how come your keys are always hanging off your bike? Don't you need that to start the bike? And the answer is no. Some bikes require the key to be in the what would they call that? The key, the lock. Oh, sorry. See, this is the memory again. Sometimes they require the key to be in the lock in order for the bike to even run, but that's not the case with many of my bikes. Those bikes that don't require it, they only use the key so you can take the battery off the bike because the battery is essentially locked on the bike. Then you use the key to take off the battery. Of course, since we're not removing the battery, I don't need the key to be anywhere on the frame of the bike. I hang it a lot of times off the cables that are in front over here so that I don't lose the key. Of course, people may say, well, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of locking it up so people can now unlock it? Well, I never leave my bike. That's the point. I'm never off the bike. when I'm riding it, and I don't lock the bikes up anywhere. I'm always on the bike, so no one's stealing it. Of course, I guess if they came up and gun pointed and took my bike, then they have the key too. Well, at that point, I guess it's theirs. But short of a robbery of them holding me up and bike jacking my bike, it doesn't matter that my key is actually on the cables in the front here. But I do it so that I don't have to worry about losing the keys and which key goes to which, that type of thing. I do that just to keep it semi organized, in the sense that if I had a whole bunch of keys, I wouldn't know which one went to where. It would take me forever. I just leave it with the bike. And I'm noticing too on some other YouTube channels, the others are doing the same thing. I think they're probably finding the same situation where, if they left the keys off of the bike, they would have a hard time later trying to figure out which keys went to which bike. So I don't think I'm the only one doing this. And I will say this, I have noticed there are more YouTube channels with bike riders now. Some of them may be you guys who are following along with the Russ is Right channel and then decided to start your own YouTube channels as well. And that's good, because it gives you a chance to go out and ride a little bit more. And if people want to watch, then yeah, let them watch. You never know, you could become a popular YouTuber one day, and then it might be worth your while. So, but let me say this real quickly concerning YouTube. Not everyone who goes on YouTube makes it on YouTube. I think we lose more people than the actual people who actually make it on YouTube, because it takes a long time. I'll tell you that. It's not short in time. Where am I going? It says bike route this way. Okay, all right. Yeah, it takes a long time. So, for YouTube, if you're new and you're thinking YouTube, you need at least 1,000 subscribers. Believe me, that's not easy to get either. And then you'll need 4,000 viewing hours from those people, or from anybody actually. 4,000 viewing hours within a 1 year period of time. Is it 1 year? I think it's 1 year period of time from whence you had the 1,000 subscribers. If you do that, then YouTube will monetize your channel. And monetization basically means that YouTube will pay you to be on YouTube because you're creating content for them to use. And of course, advertisements run, so they will share the revenue with you when people watch the ads. All right. I don't know what the breakdown is anymore. They keep changing the policy. I think it used to be a 60-40 split or something, where they took 40 and you got 60% of the revenue. I don't know. It might be 50-50 now. I don't know. You have to look that up yourself. I have no idea. So a lot of people want to get monetized because they want to make a few dollars for their efforts. Sure, why not? I mean, you're going to make it anyway. You can be riding for the fun of riding, and then if they want to give you some money for it, then sure, why not take that, right? So that's the goal. Everyone always wants to get at least 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 viewing hours within that time period. So how long did it take me? Well, my situation's different than you guys. I had a knee replacement, and the Russ is Right channel started out as a knee replacement channel, so it took 2 years before that happened for me. I'm gonna let this guy pass me. And after the 2 years was done, my knee was getting better. Then I bought the e-bike. And then, as we know, the Russ is Right channel became an e-bike channel. Once that happened, then things started taking off for me. Let's straight. And so yeah, it took me over 2 years essentially. Now, that doesn't mean it won't happen faster for you, because you could be a very popular YouTuber, in which case it would go a lot faster. Some channels go really fast. Like, I mean, I don't just watch biking stuff, I watch other things too on YouTube. And we noticed that like the cooking channels do very well. Yeah, people are always looking for recipes and things, or they're just watching people eat, right? Yeah, I did some eating stuff. Remember that? Doctor told me to cut it out. Yeah, my wife told me to cut it out too. So so you can do that. Oh, this guy's. It's interesting. That car had like Texas Longhorns. Yeah, on top of the hood. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Not here in Chicago area. So yeah, if you do a channel, I don't watch everybody's channel, by the way. Just to let you know, I do notice them sometimes because it'll show up on my news, on my feed, I guess, that tells you what you should consider watching. You know, we're gonna cross through here. So I might notice some channels. I don't know if it's you or not. I watch a couple of you guys, but not all of you guys. And I don't watch consistently either. So people have mentioned that once I've mentioned their channel, they notice that their subscribers went up. Yeah, I guess that could happen, because what happens is people don't know you exist, and then of course if somebody says, hey, go take a look at this channel, you may pick up a few people here and there. I did that for a couple of people. I don't know if they got enough subscribers. I know a few of them got some, but because there's more and more of you guys doing it, I haven't been mentioning too many of the guys anymore, because I hate leaving some of you guys out. And I know that, you know, some of them are interested in doing it, and they constantly ask me, how do I do it? How do I do this? How do I do that? And what camera do I use? And all that kind of stuff. You don't need a lot of pollen. Hold on. It's like going through a snowstorm here. It's so much flying at us. You don't need the best equipment to start, but eventually you'll want something better. It's usually the case. I think the main thing is if you notice your video is really shaky and bouncy, you need a camera that has better stabilization. I mean, most of the people who do YouTube, not all, but most of them, to do this type of action type video where they're on a bike, or maybe they're doing skiing, or whatever it is, skateboarding, whatever it is, most of them use GoPro. And the reason is because the camera is really small. You can mount it on your chest with a chest mount. It's just like a strap. And so it just makes it a lot easier. But the audio is not that great on it. It's usually pretty bad. Well, it's not bad. It's just that when the wind hits it, you hear a lot of wind noise, and then your voice is trying to compete with it. So I use an external audio recorder. You know, if I had to estimate how much money and equipment I bring with me to make a video, like let's just say the camera, the audio recorder, the microphone, I'd say it's about $850 worth of stuff, something like that. You may not want to invest that kind of money initially. You don't know where it's going to go. But I'm an audio guy, like I said, and I'm a photography and video guy. So to me, you gotta buy the equipment to do the job right. So I just have it, but not everyone does that. You know, you can buy less expensive cameras, less expensive microphones. People have asked me why I don't use a wireless microphone, because I'm attached to the microphone. Well, there's one less thing I have to worry about. I mean, a cable, unless the cable gets cut, nothing goes wrong with that cable and the microphone and the audio. So the sound is pretty decent. The particular microphone I'm using is pretty good in terms of cutting out the wind noise with the windscreen setup, and which I always seem to keep losing. Yeah, there's like $4.50 per little round foam ball, which is kind of a lot of money for what it is. So I don't want to lose the ball. Yeah, I still have not sewed it onto my cable. I got to do that, I think, just to make sure I don't keep losing it. Yeah, I mean, it's foam, so I figure if I put a thread through it, threaded it, then winded it around the thin wire, and then at least it won't fall off unless it rips off of the thread. And then the thread is thin enough, it's not going to affect the audio, of course. So yeah, I still got to do it. There's a lot of stuff I got to do. I still haven't even fixed the the battery on the electric bike company's basket. You know, every time we bounce over something, you could hear the thing rattle a little bit. It just needs a little foam padding underneath it. I still haven't done that. Yeah, gotta do that. I keep intending to do it. I want to go to Home Depot and pick up some shelf liners. They have like this rubberized shelf liner type stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen this stuff before. It's like perforated, but it's like foam. I think a couple of sheets of that underneath it would be the way to kind of cut the rattling. But I keep forgetting to go to Home Depot. By the time I remember it, I go, oh, I should have went to Home Depot. So, yep. Part of it is laziness, part of it is just forgetfulness. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. We are actually we're heading back towards the Prospect Heights Trail. Yeah, I guess if you just ride straight through, you get through things quicker because you're not taking as many side streets or roundabout methods. Maybe we'll take the trail back. Did we ever do that? I think we did it once. We took the trail back. The thing is it's kind of bouncy. Well, actually that's good because I do have the suspension seat post. I'm bouncing now on this street. I can feel the front suspension bouncing because my hand, I can feel it in my hands. But on the saddle, yeah, I don't feel anything. Yeah, I'm just like nice and cushy. It's a combination of the suspension seat post and that gutty up saddle. The saddle has not been shifting and around either, by the way. I think I tightened it down well enough this time that it's not shifting side to side, at least not that I notice. So yeah, I don't think I need to scuff it up. I just need to tighten it really good. I think eventually, as you use it more, because it's slick, because brand new parts are slick. The metal is slick. It was slipping. All I need to do, I think, is just put something on it so it doesn't have that slickness, and then it'll hold on better. All right. Is that a police car? What is that up ahead? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I guess that's a police car. Well, I'm under the speed limit. You can't say anything. We'll wave to him. I always waved at him. Yeah, he's trying to catch people going down this street if they go too fast. This is like 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. I was doing, I don't know, 23, 24, who knows. I don't know if he was even clocked me or he didn't. He's clocking the other guys going in the opposite direction. All right, let's see. We're heading. Let's go back through Randhurst again. Might as well. We're so close to it. We'll ride through there. Why not? Why not? We've got plenty of battery power to get back. We're at 74% right now. Percentage-wise, you can't trust those things, you know. But I think we'll be okay. I guess I should just pedal a little bit. Save on some battery. Pedal assist level 6. I don't know what the maximum level of that is, percentage-wise. I keep forgetting. I mean, I set this thing up last year for nine levels of pedal assist, not 7, 9 levels. And it's probably at 60% for level 6, something like that. I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah, so I have the pedal assist delayed, so it doesn't take off the minute I move the pedal. You got to do like a rotation or so before the pedal assist starts kicking in. Some people like the immediate response. I actually don't. Out of a safety thing, you know, if I accidentally touch my pedals, I don't want it to immediately start taking off on me. So I force a delayed response from my pedal assists by about 1.5 rotation, something like that. Yeah, I'm really drying out. As I'm talking, I'm just drying out. The wind's blowing up against you, so it makes it worse. Okay, keep going, keep going. There we go. I mean, if I have to do a dead stop, I have to hop off, and I don't want to hop off. So we are in Mount Prospect right now, and we're going to be going through the Randhurst shopping mall, which is now called Randhurst Village. We did this before. Yeah, we did. But we're here now, so let's just go through it again. What is today? Is today Thursday? I think it's Thursday that I'm riding. I can't remember anything. All right, let's go through this way. This is through the Home Depot method. Home Depot's to the left. Now you might say, well, hey, you can go and get your stuff. Well, I don't have a lock with me, and I don't trust locking my bike up anywhere. So we can't do Home Depot. Off to my right is Costco. The only problem going through stuff like this is because you know, people are walking to get to the store, so traffic doesn't move perfectly here because everyone's always stopping for people. Guys just sneezing all over the place. Good thing we're outside because I don't have a mask on. All right. All right, we're through it all. Man, that was an ordeal. Gotta stop here too because on the left is the Costco gas. You know, make sure people don't run me over from that. This is like a stop sign every single thing. I mean, if you had to stop on every single one here and hop off, it would be tough. You have to kind of do a slight rolling stop, otherwise you'll be jumping off the bike all the time. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut through here and then I'm gonna head back. I'll take you along with me. Now, if you If you think it's too long, you could always stop at this point, but you got nothing better to do, hang around with me. Hang around with me. We're gonna go through it coming back home. Alright, let's make sure this guy stops here. He's kind of leaning forward like that. You don't know if they're gonna stop or not, and so you gotta be careful. Alright, we'll take the outside road again here. Remember this? Rod Mod Pizza, Hangry Joe's, looks like Angry Joe's, Hangry Joe's, Hot Chicken and Wings, and Poke Brothers, Fresh Fish Hawaiian Style. Alright, and then on my left we have a Panera Bread. I know you can't see it all. GNC and Nothing Bunt Cakes. Bunt Cakes. Nothing but cakes, nothing bunt cakes. TJ Maxx on my right. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Do you guys lean into your turns? You know, when you're turning, do you lean your bike into it? I think when I first started out back on a bike after many, many years, I did not lean into my turns. I just turned. And now I tend to lean a little bit. And the thing is, you always kind of feel like if you lean too much, you slide out, right? Well, that's extreme leaning. Don't do that. But I tend to lean into the turn a little bit. I know motorcycle guys lean into the turns. All right, we have made it through Randhurst Village. Down to 62%. It's because I've been throttling a lot. Hard throttling too, so that just eats into your battery, down to 61%. But I believe we have enough to make it back, I hope. And the stopping and the starting, of course, doesn't help either. It's a little daycare center. I'm gonna let this car go past me because I'm gonna take a left turn when we get to the end of the road. Yeah, he didn't stop either. He did a rolling stop. I think the rolling stop is more common than we think. All right, we're gonna take a left out of here. Hop off. Clear in one direction, but not on the other. If it was a car, I would have gone. But since I don't have the kind of pickup like a car does, I don't think I want to chance it. There's more cars coming, so I think I'll just let them go. Luckily, there's no cars behind me, so nobody is going to say anything about it. Now there's cars in the other direction. No, we don't chance it. Let them go. Police car just passed us. That's because their police station is just right down the road here. So now here, we're gonna stay in the right, but I got to get way over to the left side to take a left turn. But rather than being on the left lane too far, I move up, and then I move across. But there's nobody behind me. But we need to take a left, so we'll use the left turn lane. I will say that the suspension seat post is nice, but like I said before, you have to put that saddle up a tad higher than you're used to, because once you sit on it, it compresses a little bit to the level where you want it to be. So it could be an inch or two higher than you're normally used to. And you know, hopping back on the bike after stopping and hopping off the bike and then hopping back on, it's harder to get back on because it's like 2 inches taller than I'm used to being with it. So I'm constantly like readjusting myself to just get back on there. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys before or not, but I'll tell you. You guys know I play guitar. I play at church. So I mentioned that one of our subscribers is trading a guitar of his for one of my e-bikes. That'll happen on Saturday. So I haven't come in yet, but I also ordered a inexpensive acoustic guitar, not acoustic bike. I hate that term. An acoustic guitar, because the one that I usually bring for church is pretty expensive, and yeah, if you were to buy a new one of those guitars today, it would be about $9,000. So now, I had my Fender Telecaster guitar with me at church, and we shifted a little bit on the stage, and so I pulled one of the cables, and of course, that got wrapped around the stand of the guitar and pulled my guitar down. The guitar fell and landed on the pedal board, so it's got a nice gash on the side of the guitar right now. Luckily, that guitar wasn't that expensive. I bought it used for about $450, and it's in a position that you don't see it unless you lift the guitar up a little bit. Then you would see it, but it's not on the face of the guitar or anything like that. But then it got me thinking. I said, well, what if I was playing acoustic and I had to bring that $9,000 guitar to church, and something happened to that? I wouldn't feel too good. I didn't feel too good after the accident with the electric guitar. So I started searching for an inexpensive acoustic guitar to take with me to church. And I had heard from various influencers on YouTube that this brand called Orangewood, which is a direct-to-consumer brand. I'm beginning to think I actually told you this story before. Now that I'm talking about it, I'll tell you again. That would be a good guitar to consider. Now, as a straight acoustic, I think it's a lot cheaper, but this one has a pickup made by Fishman mounted on it. It is their cheapest possible pickup, of course. It's not their good stuff. $295 with the pickup, 15% off with Memorial Day special, and then free shipping, but you got to pay sales tax. So it came out to $266 and some cents. Well, I'll tell you, that guitar is actually really good. I've gone through close to probably 40 acoustic guitars, buying and selling and buying and selling. I just kept one that I actually preferred to keep and use, and that's that one that I currently use now. But we got to go up here. I got to push this button. They prefer you to push the button, so I will push the button. I'm hopping along trying to move the bike. No, that guitar is really good. I mean, I've had other guitars from Taylor and other brands, and I would say sound-wise, acoustically speaking, yeah, it competes with the lower-priced Taylors. Lower-priced Taylors would be, I don't know what they currently are now, 1,500 plus, maybe. I don't know what the prices are currently. And this $266 guitar that I bought actually sounds pretty good. Is it as good? Not necessarily, but it's good enough. So I'm thinking that that may be the guitar I'm going to play at church. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. I know. They have better ones, and part of me says, yeah, you should have just paid the money and bought the $500 guitar or the $1,000 guitar instead. But after that accident with the other guitar, I said, if this guitar were to fall over and had damage, I wouldn't feel so bad. Plus, I've always wanted what we call a beater guitar, even though it's brand new and there's no damage to it. It looks really good. Sounds really good. It's a pretty good sounding beater guitar. So I figure, why not use it? Yeah, so if you're looking for an inexpensive, good playing, good sounding acoustic guitar, look at the Orangewood brand. All right, they don't sell them in stores. It's only on the internet. I'm not being paid for this. I'm just telling you what I bought, but I would say for a guitar that was made in China, designed in Los Angeles, they're a U.S. company, but obviously the products are made offshore. It's really good. And this is from a guy who's been playing guitar since I was 10 years old. So how long have I been playing now? Almost 55 years. All right. So I have a little bit of experience with guitars. All right, I'm gonna go through here. There's nobody here. Yeah, it's a good guitar if you're looking for an inexpensive, good acoustic guitar. Yeah. So this one is called the what is it called? The Orangewood. Okay, here we're testing the memory again. Okay, it's called the Morgan Live. Live just means that they have a pickup on there, so you can plug it in and play it through a amplifier, right? I have to have a pickup because we play at church. We're all plugged in. We plug into the main sound system in the church. So, okay, let's stop here. Okay, this guy's letting me go, so thank you very much. I always wave thank you when they let me go. Yeah, it's called the Morgan Live. Normally $295 or $299. I don't know, one of the two. But they say that they always have discounts. There's always at least a 10% discount somewhere. And mine's with a 15% discount because it was Memorial Day. So just look for discounts, and then you get some dollars off. Free shipping, but you do pay sales tax. Okay? For those who are interested in getting a guitar. All right, we're back on the burping up everything. We're back on the Prospect Heights Trail. Now, remember I said that there's bumps all over this thing, right? Well, this is now a test of the saddle and I don't feel it. I do not feel the bumps. I'm telling you, I feel it at my feet because my foot is on the pedals. I feel it on my hands, even with the suspension happening there. But I do not feel it on my seat. So I would say this Suntour seat post is doing a good job in combination with the Giddy Up saddle. I don't know. I mean, I have similar seat posts on two other bikes. I have the Suntour on the Euphree City Robin X. I have. I thought it was a Satori on the Electric Bike Company. It isn't. It's actually the Electric Bike Company version of the Suntour. I don't know who they buy it from, but it's like $99 on their website. The Satori is actually just like a vertical post, but no, I don't. I have their electric bike company seat post on there, which is similar to the Suntour. Okay, but I'm telling you, I don't feel any of this bumping on my butt. We're going across again now, and again. I don't feel it. It is absorbing all of the bump. I feel it on the handlebar. I feel it on the pedals. I don't feel it on my butt. That's nice. Yeah, people have told me before, says, Russ, if you get one, you'll never want to live without one. Yeah, I'm beginning to believe they're correct. Those guys are right too. Yeah, honorary Russ is right. Yeah, that's a pretty big bump. I don't feel any of it. It has absorbed it all on my butt. I mean, you can hear it. You can hear how we're bumping all over this road. I mean, this road is really hacked up. I mean, it really needs to be redone, but they're never going to redo this, not now. So, yeah, tried and true. It works. Get yourself a suspension seat post. We're going to have to take the deer back out here. Okay, here's what we need to do. We got to take the deer out here just using a regular saddle and a regular seat post. And then swap out the thing with the suspension seat post and the full suspension of the deer. Obviously, it's going to be better. You got double things dealing with your suspension, but how much more better? This is the fun stuff about doing these tests, that you can see if it improves it or it doesn't. But I will honestly tell you, this thing is absorbing all of those bumps on my butt. I do not feel it in my butt. This is the area I always said it'd be good for a James Bond chase scene. Chase a guy right up the high tension wire. I don't know what they call this whole area. Look at this thing. Isn't this kind of scary looking? Look at that. All the power goes into there. Yeah, that stuff will kill you. They got warning signs all over the place. The guys are working in there. The trucks are in there. But yeah, this is a dangerous area. Yeah, I would say I like the Suntour seat post. I like the Giddy Up saddle too, but I haven't seen it in a while. I've seen the Giddy Up saddle with springs, but as you know, I don't prefer to have the saddle with springs. One saddle I had once a long time ago, one spring was kind of messed up and the other one wasn't, and I always felt lopsided. So, yeah, don't like that too much. Get a seat post instead. Then you can put any saddle you want on it. Oh, somebody asked me before too, which saddle was it that I said it was the best feeling saddle. Yeah, that one came from the electric bike company. Yeah, they sell it separately. It's $79. They have a brown one and a black one. Mine's is brown to fit the motif of the bike that I had ordered up with them. But you can get a black one. It kind of looks like a bikaroo, but it's not a bikaroo. I can tell you that right now. It's got good cushioning. It's nice and wide. You'll see it on their website. Just go to the electric bike company website. And if you want to help me out, go through the affiliate link first in the description of the videos. Then go to their site through that. And then if you order it, then I get credit for your order. It's not much, you know. It's only a $79 seat, but hey, every little bit helps. You know, your order could buy me some fries. I might get enough money to get some French fries or something, you know. And your super thanks, that several people have given me super thanks. Thank you for those. Yeah, I might be able to buy a hamburger out of that. Well, okay, you can put big super thanks dollars too if you wanted to, but yeah, every little bit helps. Thank you. Yeah, I will tell you that since the time of retirement, I have been really kind of not buying anything. Okay, I bought the guitar, but I needed it for church and a protection to my $9,000 guitar. I needed it for church. But short of that kind of stuff, you know, just general things to buy, I don't do that anymore. I'm very conscious of what I spend money on now. I even buy foods. I make sure they're on sale and everything. Yeah, I'm very conscious. Now that you're retired, there's not money coming in on my side. My wife is still working, of course, and that helps, but I'm not, so that has cut down income, right? So, yeah, every little bit helps. Thank you. And then your purchases of things like the X-Needle helmet that I'm wearing, yeah, I get a few dollars for that too when you make a purchase. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys doing that. Really do. I know I say it a lot too, but not often enough, I think. Speaking of X-Needle, I recently asked them for some additional visors because my microphone clips onto the visor of the helmet. Well, I've been wearing this helmet for a while, and I wash it. You know, I wash the visor and everything, and it's becoming sun faded at this point. And so I asked them if it was possible if they could send me a couple of extra visors, because I know sooner or later the visor is going to go. Might as well get it done now. Get it before I run out, you know. So yeah, they're gonna send me a couple visors. So thank you to X-Needle for that. Beekeeping. Oh, the guy has bees out there. I see the little box. So he keeps his bees out there. Huh. Interesting. I did never notice that. You know, the funny things about bees, I saw a couple of recent videos from like Inside Edition. These poor guys are getting swarmed by a swarm of bees, stinging them all over the place. They've become aggressive. And I guess they had some expert bee guy on, and they were asking, you know, why is it happening? And he says, well, he said there's more water or something like that, and then they become aggressive. I have no idea. So whatever, but yeah, I would hate to have bees chasing me. Like, you can't do a lot to stop that. I mean, how do you stop it? You guys are stung hundreds of times. That's crazy. I remember once getting stung in the stomach by a bee. Growing up, we had an above-ground swimming pool in our backyard, and I was passing by it between the fence and the swimming pool, and apparently there was well, it wasn't a bee, it was a wasp. I got stung by a wasp. They had a nest underneath there, and as I crossed by, my stomach, of course, comes close to the wasp nest, and I got stung. And man, that thing hurt like crazy and puffed up and everything. Can you imagine hundreds of bee stings? That'd be terrible. All right, I think this video's been going long enough. Just gonna head back. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I appreciate it when you do that. I'll talk to you guys next time.